In a meeting that was divided by county lines, the Boxelder School Board voted to table the issue of whether to close Gunderson Elementary or another Brigham City school until the next board meeting on April 14th. At hand was whether or not to close a school in Brigham City because of declining enrollment in the city. Over 20 empty classrooms await students in the other 4 schools in Brigham City. But by a 4-3 vote by the board, the motion to close Gunderson is dead.
Space in this district and save jobs. Or would we sooner save an old school that needs to be repaired and corrected? Which is more important, the kids and the teachers, or a school building?
It's unfair for you as school board members to make this kind of decision that will impact every elementary school student in Brigham City without having all of the facts in front of you. The only way you can see the full impact of a school closure is to go through the entire budget process and see how one line item affects the others. And to this point, that hasn't been done. With the rest of the Gunderson community, and with over 1,000 people that have signed the petition I know you've all seen, we urge you to make a decision on school, wait to make a decision on school closure until after you've gone through the entire budgeting process.
Board member Brian Smith was in favor of keeping the school open.
We would not close the school. 80% believe that we should make school closure a very low priority. We should consider other things first. The community is very intelligent. They aren't saying, the majority of them, that we should not consider closing the school. They realize the budget position that we're in, so very intelligently they have given it great thought.
Board member Connie Archibald was in favor of closing Gunderson.
Will tell you, including our superintendent, to close Gunderson School now. I dearly love each member of the Board of Education, but I sit by. I think they're great men and women. But I want you to know that they need to take off their occupational hats. They need to get rid of the biases, and they need to remove those conflicts of interest, use the information that we've been given, and make an honest decision tonight.
Eventually, the board voted to table the matter.
The motion that we go to the 7th as a work meeting and then the 14th as a final vote.
Emotions ran high after the board's decision to table the matter.
Cut or close your school until after they've done their budget. You have just put firing teachers and firing aides out of the classroom as top priority.
I am really frustrated sitting there and watching 3 of you that cannot make a decision for what is best for this district and this county. You're right, there is 4. And it frustrates me to no end that you cannot make a decision and you continually ask for our taxes to be raised. If you cannot make a decision what is best for this entire county, you shouldn't be sitting up there.
Gunderson Principal Scott Hunsaker.
The thing that everyone, I think, school board, county residents, everyone needs to keep in mind is that there probably does need to be a redistributing of students to balance all of the enrollments. But safety issues need to be taken into account, and also proximity to school, safe routes for children to go. And I think sometimes people who are not closely connected with the Brigham City community have a hard time really totally understanding how that balance works.
Honeyville resident Andy Yates.
Our superintendent, who's paid well, and his responsibility is to research this and provide them with facts. And he did that, and everyone on there, they shook their heads when they talked about more meetings and a work meeting, and they have the numbers, they know, and they wouldn't do what needs to be done, because it's a tough.
You can look at it from a fiscal standpoint as a principal in the district and understand that there are serious budget cuts that need to be addressed. I can look at it as a principal of Bunderson School, and I know what that school means to the parents and the students who live in that community.
Bunderson. I mean, that's the logical, because that's the recommendation from the superintendent and all.
For now, county residents will
all
have to wait
donors
until April 14th for the board's decision on the school closure.